Hello everyone. So for this video, I'll be teaching you how to connect your Android application to an API. So the API will run under PHP using SAMP. So I have a video how to install SAMP and Android Studio. So what you need here is a knowledge or basic knowledge on how to code Android using Java and also some basic knowledge in PHP. So you can create your backend in a different way, such as using Python Tornado as your backend. So I'll be having a separate tutorial for that. But now I'll be teaching you how to post data, especially log in from your Android device to an API backend, which is run by PHP. So I have my GitHub here. So I will post the link also in the description. So let's start. So I'll be following what I have instructed here so that in case you want to use this one. So open your Android Studio. So for me, I'll be creating a new project. So select empty project. So I will call this one as sample login. And programming language is Java, and then I will use KitKat as my starting API. So click finish. So let's wait for the Gradle to be built, for the project to be ready. So while waiting for it to be built, so I included a README file here which you can follow. So first you need to go to your app.gradle script and go to the build.gradle file app. So and add this to your dependency. So let's copy this one and then let's wait for this one to be finished. So app Gradle scripts, build Gradle app file here, and then scroll down to the dependency, and then let's add the Volley. So the library that we will be using to communicate our Android to an API. So next, after that, let's go back to my Git. Go to your Android manifest.xml and then add this permission. So since API is accessed through the internet, we need to have a permission to connect to the internet. So to do that, we need this tag. This permission allows you to connect through the Wi-Fi of your Android device. So just put it before the application tag. Then after that, let's go back. You can already set up the import to your Java, but I will go first to our XML file, which is I also uploaded here. So you can copy everything here. So I will just copy everything for time constraints. And then go to your Android XML file code, or you can do the split view so you can see the preview. And then you just paste everything here. So remove everything and then paste my XML from the GitHub. So just be aware of the identifier for each component or widget that we have since we will be using this one in our Java. So make sure to be familiar. Then after that, once we already set this up, so just click sync for the Gradle project to be synced. So let's go back to our GitHub. So we already have the XML. So we can already copy this one. So for the Java, I will code the Java. So this is our main activity, the Java. This is the import. So we need to import the following to ready this one to use the Volley. So as you can see, it is not already turned red. In case nag-turn red siya, ibig sabihin hindi pa nag-sync yung Gradle ng dependency. So if you want to remove those red errors, so just go to build and then rebuild the project. So in this one, I clicked the sync earlier, yung nakita natin dito, kaya nag-sync na siya and na-recognize niya yung Volley library. So we already have this one. So let's create in variables for our widget. So first I have progress bar. So private progress bar, and then loading PB. So since progress bar is not yet imported, so it will turn red. So shortcut is Alt Enter to import the progress bar widget here. So that's wrong. Um, import unreaded bundle progress bar. Okay, where did that? Private progress bar. Ayan. So Alt Enter. So it will automatically import the progress bar here. Or you can directly import Android.widget.progress bar. So next we will do the edit text. So we have to edit text, the username and the password. So et uname and then et pass for password. So same here, you need to Alt Enter to import the edit text. And then next we have the button. So private button, and then btn login. I will name this one btn login. Same, import the button. Then once we are already done, we need to instantiate everything. So our loading progress bar is equals to find view by ID, r.id, r.id dot, and then our identifier from the XML. So make sure to double check the XML here to see the ID. Next, we have the edit text. So edit text for uname is equals to find view by ID, r.id.edit text username. Then edit text pass for find view by ID, r.id.edit text password here, and the button. So btn login dot or new mali. Equals find view by ID r.id dot btn login. So we already have our widgets ready. We can go back to my Git and copy this method. So this method will allows you to communicate your Android device to your or Android code to your API. So import the necessary classes. So Alt Enter, and then also the toast. So for messaging. So what I have here is a post data using the Volley method. You need to have your URL. So this will allow you to queue the request and then which activity you are requesting or doing the request. So what method you are using, we will be using post. So on response, this means the return of your server. So you get the return will be in JSON object. So you need to extract the following key value pair, and then I will just toast it. And then if there's an error, it will toast it here. And then if to pass data from Android, so this is the method. So we have the map, so string value pair. So this string will be the variable that the API will anticipate, and then this is the value coming from our variable. Then queue.add request. So we are already done. Next, we need to set up our server, open SAMP, and then start our server like that. And then let's go to my SAMP folder, API. So I already have here login, but I will delete this one and create this one from scratch again. So login.php. So take note of your file name, of course. So here we will be creating our backend in the PHP. So where's my mouse? Here. So PHP, and then um, my determinant or the thing that will determine if my the request is from or coming from my mobile phone is um, I added here login and then some code here. So I will make this like 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is to add security. I know that the request coming from your own mobile app. So we can of course make this one more uh, secure by implementing some other functions. So just for simplicity, I will be using 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go to our PHP. So if is set, so we will check if the method is post. So if it's set post login, and then we'll execute the code here. Else, so it means someone is accessing our API uh, through the URL or through some device. So unauthorized access. I will just return this one just to show you. Then if the login is post, it means it might be coming from our application, but we're not sure yet. So we need to check if the security code from the post login is equal to the one we set in our mobile. Then if it is equal, so we can now get the username. So uname, this is variable equals post, and then the uname. So the uname here is the value here. So what identifier you put here should be equal here also. So if not, they will not be able to communicate. So pass, and then I will just create a result variable as an array, associative array. So I have result will give you one or success example, and then I will just return again the username. You name, and then I will return what you have input or passed through my API, you name here. Then to display, just echo JSON encode, and then our associative array. So you already have our backend. So just as simple. Of course, for complicated, you need to connect to database, query, and then check. So to check if it's accessible, localhost, API, login.php. So here you are. So it is already up. So we can update our code here. So the URL here is not localhost since your emulator cannot determine that one. So we will change this one to your local IP address. So IP config. So this is my IP address 10.0.0.106. And then API login.php. So this is the file. So I will edit the GitHub later. So it should be .php. So this is the URL here, this one. So we just replace the localhost as the IP address. And let's try to run this one. So let's click run or play the play button. So it will open the emulator and then just wait for the build to be finished. So sometimes it may take a while. So here you are. So let's input something and then click login. So nothing happens when you click login. This is because we haven't encoded the on-click listener. So to do that, you can just go to my Java file here. I have here my on-click listener implementation. Just copy this one. And so inside your on-click, okay, inside the on-click, so you have here the calling of the method, and then I submitted the value coming from the edit text of the username password. So let's try to run again. So this will install, and then let's try log in. So you have no connection error here. So if you encounter that, you may include the following. here. So in case for no connection error, you may add this one inside your application tag in the XML. So go to your XML file. Inside the application tag, just add this one. Then let's try to run this again. So let's input something here, and then password, and then click login. So we still have some errors. So let's try to debug what might be the problem. So we already have this one. Let's double check. 106 login. So this should be HTTP. So it should be in HTTP. May, let's check this one in my Git. Your URL. So I will change this one. It should be in HTTP since this protocol is running HTTP only. So let's try it again. So I will check my Java file if it is also HTTPS. So it is already in the here. So I will update this one. So let's try to run this again. So let's wait for it to be installed. So it's taking quite some time. Maybe I can cancel and rerun. So I'll try to cancel. And then we'll just run it again. So I think there's a problem with the emulator. Let's just wait. Uh, close everything. So let's try if this will run. And so there you have it. It already run. So let's type something here. Then click login. So there you have it. You will get the result one here and my username that I input it here. So that's how you connect your API to your Android application using the Volley library. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section. And please hit subscribe if you want to see my next video. So thank you for watching, guys. And I hope this helped you.